Hey Sagittarius, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I'm coming on today to do your reading for January 2019. Please check your sun, moon, and rising sign so that you can get more of a complete picture of your particular situation or circumstance. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post new videos. And also, if the reading resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I always like to hear from people and the different things that are going on with them and how the reading resonates with different people. So I'm going to go ahead and get started for Sagittarius. So let's see what Sagittarians need to know about this upcoming energy for January 2019. Does Sagittarius need to know about January 2019? What are the most important messages for Sagittarians for January 2019? What do Saggies need to know? Okay, so the first card we have is Intuition. Second card is Heaven and Earth. Just one more card, Spirit. Just one more. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Air. And then underneath the deck, we have Desire, Masculine and Feminine, Emotions, and the Counselor. Okay, so what I see for Sagittarians for January is that you guys are like really on point, it feels like. I feel like your intuition is like at an all-time high. You guys are very intuitive during this time period. So really pay attention to that. You know, if you're feeling a certain way about circumstances going on around you or certain things within your life, really, you know, try and pay attention and listen to your inner guidance and your intuition about certain things. I also feel like, I mean, these three cards are really great. And the Ace of Air talks about the truth, knowing the truth, discovering the truth, and also communication. So you could definitely be having communication with another person. I mean, we do kind of see that here with Emotions and the Counselor that came out underneath the deck. So there could be some communication that you are having with somebody who could just be somebody that you confide in. It could be an actual counselor, or this could just be like a close friend or family member in your life that you are able to kind of confide in and get, you know, maybe like some support or guidance from. So I do see that communication here is very important during the time of January. And there's another sign that I did a reading for. It's one of the water signs that also had like this counselor and communication type of energy. I want to say that it was maybe Scorpio or Cancer. So it's a possibility that you guys could be connecting with a Scorpio or Cancer. So I feel like, you know, paying attention to your intuition, standing in the truth of that and what your, you know, inner knowing is kind of really helping you to experience like this heaven on earth type of a feeling during January. I just feel like, I don't know, just this very like confident and self-knowing type of energy that kind of really helps you stay in a good place during the month of January. So underneath the deck here, we have desire with the masculine and feminine. So you could be desiring a particular relationship in your life. You could already be in a relationship or have had a relationship in the past that you're kind of desiring to have back again. Or you are just kind of desiring to have this very like soulful, divine type of relationship in your life during this time. And there could be some things that, you know, if you have had a relationship like this in the past, there could be like some emotions that are coming up regarding this relationship that, you know, you're kind of expressing or releasing during this time, you know, to somebody that is very like trustworthy and somebody that you feel that you can confide in. Now, for others of you, I feel like, you know, if this doesn't have to do with a particular relationship, that this could just be you kind of expressing some of these masculine and feminine energies within yourself. So if you are a man and, you know, you embody more of this masculine type of energy, you know, it could be, you know, kind of like a newer type of a thing for you to be expressing your emotions or feeling your emotions and your intuition. You know, because I feel like this is a big highlight. Like the intuition and the emotions are something that is definitely going to be coming up in January. So if you are a man, you know, that could be something that, you know, you're not really used to. That's kind of you embodying some of these like feminine type characteristics. And you might be kind of like talking to other people around you or just a particular person, you know, about some of these things that you're experiencing. Now, if you're a feminine, or a female that holds more of like a feminine type of an energy, it could be, you know, that, you know, you are like kind of trying to, or, you know, having to embody more of like this masculine type of an energy. So you are kind of having to, you know, be more stable, you know, and not like codependent or not dependent on another person in your life. Like kind of like having to support yourself in all ways, you know, just purely on your own, having to be really strong and maybe having to kind of, you know, if you have been super emotional about a situation or just something in particular in your life, like kind of overcoming this like emotional part of yourself and embodying more of like this masculine, more kind of like strength type of energy. So kind of like having the strength to like overcome being like maybe overly emotional about some things in your life. And I feel like no matter what it is, if you're a female or if you're a male, that by embodying these different pieces of yourself, you will be pulling in, you know, really good things into your life, like great things that, you know, you have been desiring. And I just want to mention that I looked up at the clock and it was 5:55, 5:55. So that could be significant for some of you guys. You might be seeing repetitive numbers or synchronicities, and 5:55 could be just like something that somebody sees a lot. So that could just be a particular message for somebody in particular. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers on this to see what other information Sagittarians need to know about January 2019. What else does Saggies need to know about January 2019? What other information does Sagittarius need to know about this energy? What else does Saggies need to know? Okay, so what is this intuition card about for Sagittarians? What do they need to know about the intuition? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So there could be like a home environment or a family situation that you just kind of you just have like some intuitive knowing or feeling about. So this could be like a living situation, or it could be like an actual like marriage or like commitment that you have with somebody. But I feel like listening to your intuition is going to be really important when it comes to whatever the circumstance may be. So if I'm getting for some of you guys, if there is a relationship that you have experienced, and there has been like some difficulty or some separation in that relationship, but you kind of have like this deep inner knowing that this relationship is something that you should continue to hope for, or have some kind of like faith in, then go with your intuition, because there could be people around you who are kind of telling you not to focus on this person anymore, or to kind of just like let this relationship go. But I feel like you are the only person that knows the truth of what is really going on. And so you really kind of have to listen to your own self, and not so much what the people around you are saying about it, because really only you know the truth of a situation. So that's going to be important for some of you guys. So what is this Heaven and Earth card about for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know about Heaven and Earth? Okay, so the High Priestess. So I feel like that really goes along with the intuition card here. And I'm kind of getting that, this is you being like very intuitive, very spiritual, just kind of like having a higher knowing, that everything is kind of connected. Like you're in like this like high vibrational energy. And I feel like, you're actually kind of bringing that into the physical world now. So, maybe in 2018 or just, in the past, this was something that, you had spent some time researching, or just kind of like thinking about, or it's not something that you actually kind of brought into the physical world and actually kind of started like acting in some way with. And I feel like here in January you are doing something in the physical world, so you're actually like taking action or doing something different in your everyday life that kind of matches this like inner knowing that you have had, I feel like, for quite some time. I feel like there's just like almost like this spiritual part of yourself that you maybe have not fully expressed in your everyday life, or maybe have not taken action on. But I feel like in January there's going to be like some movement and some shifts where you're going to be kind of bringing this energy into your everyday life, and maybe doing things a little bit different. So what is this Ace of Air about for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? Okay, here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, this is going to be communication that you have with a Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn female. It doesn't have to be, but they could just be like embodying these characteristics. So the Queen of Pentacles is usually somebody who is very nurturing. They usually can do well financially on their own. But I'm kind of picking up in this card in particular that this Queen of Pentacles is kind of sad or like depressed. It seems like she's just kind of like almost like waiting for something that hasn't come yet, and she's feeling like down about it. So this could be you that's kind of embodying this, or this could be somebody in your life who is feeling this way, And there's definitely some communication happening here that is important. So maybe you know, it's a possibility that you've had, you know, an inner knowing or some kind of, you know, like spiritual knowing about this relationship in particular. And there's going to be something about that that is expressed with you or to this person. And this could be somebody that you have lived with at one time or had a home with. Maybe, you know, you may even have children together. I think that there's going to be some definite like communication about this particular situation, and about like this Queen of Pentacles here. And if the Queen of Pentacles is you, then you know, somebody may be kind of coming to you and communicating some things. And I do pick up Virgo strongly too for some of you guys. It doesn't have to be, but that could just be a special message for someone in particular. So let's get one card for these four that were at the bottom of the deck. What do Sagittarians need to know about these cards? Okay, so Eight of Wands. Again, another kind of communication card. So fast movement, communication. And here we do see this like expression of emotions, the confiding in somebody. You know, there could be, you know, a relationship that you are desiring to have, and there's like some emotions that are kind of attached to that, and you are kind of releasing and communicating some of these things that you've been feeling to somebody in your life. And I feel like that's going to be really important during this time. And underneath the deck, I have Judgment. And this card I've noticed has come up underneath the deck here a few times during this reading. So I just, to me, this is like almost like becoming like a new you, like emerging, like this is like the phoenix rising up from the ashes. And I get like that sense of what I was saying before. If you're a man, you're kind of embodying more of this feminine part of yourself, which is kind of, you know, making you more whole within yourself. And if you're a woman, it's the same thing. You're just embodying more of these masculine type of traits and learning how to express yourself in that way and work in that way. And it's making you more whole within yourself. And there is definitely like some movement, some action, some communication that's taking place because of this. So I'm going to pull another card here to see what other messages Sagittarius needs to know about this energy for January 2019. So what else does Sagittarius need to know about this? What other messages does Sagittarius need to know about this energy for January? Like I'm feeling a sense of like relief. Like this may have been something that you have held on to, you know, or just something that you have not been able to express. And it feels like once it comes out, it's like a big sigh of relief. So here we have the Three of Raphael. This card says, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. And then underneath the deck here, we have the Star card, which is Archangel Jophiel. And this says, a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end to a difficult situation. And I do really kind of pick up on this here. You know, if this is a relationship that involved children or just a very like important relationship, this could even be you know, mother and child. This could be your mother or, you know, your father and you're the child, or this could be a relationship that you have with your child, you know, that's kind of being like healed and mended in some way. And this also could be a relationship, you know, an intimate partnership that you have with another person that you might have children with, or, you know, you might have children with in the future. But I definitely feel like there is action and communication that's taking place within this relationship dynamic, and it's kind of helping to close one chapter of this story so that a new chapter can begin. And it looks like it's moving into a really positive area. Like it's like we're kind of getting rid of the things that are no longer serving us within this relationship. Maybe some old emotions and stuff that we've kind of held on to, and that is freeing us up to kind of move forward in a more healthy way within this relationship. And definitely, I mean, with the Star card here, this is just confirmation, like the end to a difficult situation. Like this is, for some of you guys, I feel like a dream come true. Like this is a relationship that you have like wanted, to be able to work out and have come back together. And I think that there's definitely some things here in the month of January that's kind of getting you out of like that stuck and stagnant type of energy within this relationship and moving you forward. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of the oracle cards here to see what else Sagittarius needs to know for January 2019. What other messages do we have for Sagittarius for January 2019? Okay. Receive. So yeah, this is being open to receive, anything that you desire in your life. We can desire all kinds of different things in our life and, believe in that, but we have to ourselves know that we are deserving of receiving those things. So if we are feeling inside like for some reason we don't deserve them, then that is blocking you from receiving it. So you want to be open to receiving these great things that are coming into your life and know that you are deserving of them. And also, try not to put too many expectations on, how these things are going to happen. Just know that you're going to be receiving these things that you're desiring, and they're going to come to you in all different forms and in all different ways. So it doesn't have to happen, in a particular way that, that we think it should happen. And this card says, be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. So definitely I do feel like there is some good things that are coming to Sagittarius in January. But just make sure that you are opening yourself up to receiving those good things. And then under the deck here we have patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. Now, to me, I feel like you guys have maybe been patient, and because you have been patient and you have, let go of maybe some things that just weren't working out at the time, that now your patience is starting to pay off. You're starting to like receive these things, these good things into your life now. It almost like as a reward for being so patient. And then underneath that was partnership. So this definitely could be a particular relationship that is coming together here in the month of January. All right, so I'm going to pull one card from the Sacred Geometry deck. What else do Sagittarians need to know for January 2019? What's one message for Sagittarians for January 2019? One message for Sagittarius. Okay. So here we have emissaries of love, and it was in the reverse. And then underneath that we have the mountain Apis, which was also in the reverse. So I'm going to read these from the book to see what it says about this. So emissaries of love is number 37. This card in the reverse says, your abilities or those of your children are misunderstood. Remember to be sensitive to the emotional comfort and security of all beings, especially the children born in this time of planetary transformation. I think that that's really interesting because I do almost pick up like a family type of a situation here for some of you guys. And I do feel like maybe you have been misunderstood. I feel like maybe, you've had the ability to maybe kind of connect to things on a different kind of a level than other people might have understood. And I mean, I feel like this is letting you know that that's okay. And if people don't understand, don't worry about it. And I feel like these people, if you have dealt with this, that they will be coming into the understanding eventually. They will understand it eventually. But, maybe they just haven't understood it in the past. And so, that's part of like standing in that truth of what you know to be true, and just knowing, you don't have to fight people on it, just don't let things that people around you, even family, if they don't agree or they have, something to say that seems like it's conflicting with what you believe, just kind of let it go. Don't let it bother you. You don't have to like get into any kind of a conflict about it or let it kind of impact you in a negative way. Just kind of know that they just don't see it the same way that you do. And then, so here we had number 23, and this one was in reverse as well. Also, I'm getting if you have children that maybe express themselves in a way that's a little bit different than what you're used to, try to be a little bit more understanding of that. And just kind of, give them some time to, try to be open to maybe some of the things that they are expressing or doing. They might just, see things or feel things or experience things in a different way than you. Okay, so number 23 says that the earth energies of your home base provide you with all the comfort you need at this time. So, I did kind of talk about your living situation, and, you kind of experiencing this like peaceful type of energy. And this is basically telling you that, where your home is, the place that you consider to be home, that is, where you are, that's where you're needed, and that's kind of where you belong at this time. And it is providing you with everything that you need right now. So that's probably going to be significant for someone in particular, I feel like. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one card for the future energy for Sagittarius. So we're going to pull one card for February 2019. Where is this all going for Sagittarians for the month of February 2019? One card for Sagittarius for where this energy is going for the month of February. Okay, so here we have the Six of Swords. And in this deck, these people have like reached their destination. It's like, I feel like there's like movement and action and communication happening here in the month of January. And then in February, it's like you actually get somewhere, like you actually reach some kind of a destination. And I do, see there is another person and a child in this card as well. So this could be, with some kind of a partnership or a family situation. And then underneath that, we had the Emperor in reverse, which is, to me, this is saying like the letting go of trying to control things. Just it's like you're in by February, and in the month of February, all of this stuff has kind of taught you how to let go of trying to control how everything is happening, and just kind of letting yourself flow with the universe. And And I just feel like this is, you know, really good energy. I feel like that this is really great, because the emperor is a really great, you know, person, and he has a lot of things. I mean, he's an emperor, but the one downfall that he has is that he can be controlling and angry sometimes. And so I feel like, you know, you're almost like becoming your best self. Like all of this stuff is moving you into a time where you are still this emperor, but you've let go of needing to control everything or control the outcome of how things are happening. And by doing that, you're reaching all of these, like, you know, different destinations, that you were trying to go to. So, you guys, I hope that these messages helped you, and I will see you soon. Take care.